Respected faculty members, very good to see you all. Today I am here to provide you the important guidelines regarding DPT 3 physics. So in DPT 3, we are having human eye and colorful world. Human eye and colorful world. In this human eye and colorful world, one, you must care about the human sense of vision as well as the important part eye. These two aspects are to be taken care of. Now, you should care about first thing. Already in all DPTs, we are following this important steps. First, every student should follow the quick check summary. Quick check summary. Quick check summary should be thorough. This is very, very important. And the second important thing is concept build-up. Concept build-up. Here, you should start with human. Main sense of vision is due to human eye. So the parts of human eye should be made thorough. Every student should thorough the human eye and its important parts, because it is given in learning outcomes. Human eye, to plot human eye, you ask the student to plot a circle simply. After plotting the circle, here they will take the ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscle should be taken care of. Ciliary muscle, which hold the island, crystalline islands. These crystalline islands. After that, from here, a small membrane. Here you have to take care of small membrane, yellow color part. A small membrane is to be taken care of, like this. Small membrane, what you call it as iris. This gap is called as, see, this is eyeball. Eyeball. This eyeball. This is what you call it as ciliary muscles. These two are taken as ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles. Next, this important photosensitive membrane. Photosensitive membrane should be taken as iris. After that, you plot the carefully. You plot carefully. Another circle surrounding this circle plotted earlier, like this. And here you should care for cornea. This is what you call it as cornea. 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 After that, what is filled? Here the liquid filled is called aqueous humor. Aqueous humor. And this, here the liquid filled inside the eyeball should be taken as vitreous humor. Vitreous humor. And these are the important parts. This gap between this sensitive photosensitive membrane is called as pupil. This is pupil. So please make students familiar and easier to plot the eye diagram. Now this particular portion, whatever I am here plotting with red color, should be taken as a photosensitive screen, retina. And after this retina, what happens? This entire rods and cones will present on the retina will convert the image information into the electric signals that will be carried by the optic nerve. This is what you call it as optic nerve. Optic nerve will carry all these things. Optic nerve. Optic nerve. So please make student familiar with this eye diagram. So here cornea should be just modified. It is not proportionate. So let us take it as proportionately. So You might have understood eye is very, very important. First plot the circle and ciliary muscles, and as it is stepwise whatever I here demonstrated in that order, please make student familiar with the eye diagram. So the important parts of the eye. We are asked in the learning outcomes, every student should be thorough with eye and important parts. And important next step is sense of vision. How human eye work or function. Functioning of human eye. Whatever the light rays incident on the cornea will all get refracted due to that amniotic fluid present here, aqueous humor will bend the light rays. Later, the light rays entered into the eye will be controlled. The intensity of the light that will be permitted depending on the iris. So the iris will contract and expand and increases the size of pupil and allows the ample amount of intensity of that light to enter into the eye. After the amount of light is permitted, what happens? It will be again refracted by crystalline lens. Now this crystalline lens, what will it do? It is having the variable curvature. The ciliary muscles, what will they do? The ciliary muscles will be relaxed condition. Just like here, in the relaxed condition, ciliary muscles will be present. Eye lens will have maximum center of focal length. Maximum focal length it will have. The distance between crystalline lens and retina is approximately 2.5 centimeters. So maximum focal length is observed when you are staring at distant objects. When you are looking at distant objects, what happens? Eye muscles, ciliary muscles will be relaxed, and eye lens will have that what you have very narrow curvature and maximum focal length. Later, when you are looking at the nearer objects, what happens? Or you are reading a book, the ciliary muscles will strain and make this eye lens to be compressed. It will be compressed. Eye lens will be compressed. Its curvature will increase. This is what you call it as far point vision. For far point vision, it happens here. It is near point. Near point vision it will have like. So please familiarize the children how the eye will function and makes us to enable to view every happening, whatever taking place around us. So what is happening? Eye diagram is very, very important. Later every student should be familiarized with what happens when you are looking at distant objects and what happens when you are trying to read something in the book. So what happens? Eye lens will be relaxed. Ciliary muscles will be relaxed. Here, ciliary muscles will be completely strained. And we observe eye lens will have minimum focal length. Here, minimum focal length. Here, maximum focal length. After that, now you can make them to familiarize important parts of the eye and the functioning of each and every part. What happens? So, after the light rays are permitted by the iris, later what happens? Crystalline lens will focus depending on their position. If they are distant objects, ciliary muscles will be relaxed and they will well focus. They will make all the rays to focus on the retina. If you are reading if you are reading the book, what happens? The permitted light rays will be converged well onto the retina by straining the ciliary muscles, and eye lens will become bulgy. So these aspects are to be made clear. So here important questions here are: number 1, eye and its labeling parts; number 2, describe the structure of eye and each and every part, significance of each and every part. Finally, we have to go for the how we are able to view the distant objects and nearby objects. So power of accommodation, how it happens. Ciliary muscles will help us to focus the given object. If it is distant object, they will be relaxed. If it is closer object, they will be compressing the islands. So the focal length of the islands will be maximum when you are looking at the distant objects. Focal length of the islands will be minimum when you are looking at the nearby objects. This is the functioning of eye. After that, once they are focused, well focused, this activity is called as accommodation of eye. So accommodation is completely successful and the rays are perfectly focused well onto the retina. So once the image is formed on the retina, it will be inverted and real image. Depending on the intensity and colors, these all will be taken care of by the particles, by the important cells present on the retina, rods and cones. So rods, what will they do? Cones will care about the color, rods will care about the intensity. They convert this image totally into electric signal. That electric signal should be carried through optic nerve up to the brain.